Hey, I just hit puberty apparently. Welcome back to The Outsider's Perspective. My name's Ollie, and here's your loaf of daily bread. Today's loaf comes to us from the novelist Herman Melville, and he says, "We cannot live only for ourselves. 1,000 fibers connect us with our fellow men, and among those fibers, as sympathetic threads, our actions run as causes, and they come back to us as effects." This was an essential part of my cubicle epiphany and some of the revelations that came after. This notion that every single human being on the planet is connected to every single other human being on the planet in some form or another. Now, we can look at it many different ways, but one of the most interesting ways that I have found to look at it is the idea that whether you're a young earth creationist who believes that we all descended from Adam and Eve, or a hard materialist who subscribes to the Big Bang Theory, whichever one of these you are, and anywhere you fall on the spectrum in between, in fact, you nevertheless agree with the basic premise that we all come from the same source. Isn't that interesting? Somebody who is a Richard Dawkins loyalist and someone who is a fundamentalist Christian agree on this fundamentally. They might disagree on the source, but they agree that there's a single source from which we all came. And again, whether you believe in evolution or Adam and Eve, the premise is once again the same. We are all family. We are all related to some extent by a common ancestor. Again, we might disagree on what that common ancestor is, but the premise stands true nonetheless. But it's more than that. As Herman Melville says it, we are connected by the bonds of karma, of cause and effect, by the moral fibers, as he calls them. He says our actions go out as causes and come back to us as effects. And this is also true. Here's a fun thought experiment for you, my friends. Next time you're at Starbucks and you're grabbing a coffee, just think of all the human beings that coffee connects you to. Not only the baristas who made your coffee right there at the location, not only all the people who work at the admin head office of Starbucks, not only the farmers who produced the coffee beans, and not only the shipping people who got the coffee beans from Peru or wherever they came from to Canada. Not only that, but what about the people who made the cup, or the people who were involved in the process? And if they were made automatically by some kind of, factory bot, then think of all the people who were involved in making that factory bot. Think of all the people who were involved in mining the metals that they used to make the robot or the factory or whatever. Just keep thinking about all of the connections that you can make with other human beings across the planet over that one single cup of coffee. See, nobody stands in isolation. It's so true. Herman Melville is crushing it. He's dropping serious truth bombs here. You can't just live for yourself. You're connected to your fellow humans by 1,000 fibers. It's a very intricate web, and it stretches across the whole face of the earth and connects every single human being to every single other human being. It's kind of like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, only for everyone across time and space. It's pretty mind-boggling. And really, truly, we are one family, by the way. I mean, it doesn't matter whether you are a fundamentalist or, again, a hard materialist or anything in between. We all came from the same origin, the same source. So, for me, that always helps to think about, because it puts things in perspective, and it makes it a lot easier for me to be compassionate and understanding and patient with my fellow humans. It doesn't always work, but a lot of the times it makes me a better person to remember that all of these people around me in traffic right now are family. Doesn't matter what color your skin is, doesn't matter man, woman, child, we're all related. And I find that I'm at my best when I treat the people that I meet, the people that I know, like they are family. More food for thought. I give you lots of that, don't I? I hope I do anyway. I mean, if you listen to one of my videos and I don't make you think, then damn, I fucked up. I gotta go back to the drawing board. Alrighty, well that's it for me. I'm gonna head into the office now, and I will talk to you guys next time. So, in the meanwhile though, don't forget to live well.